Okay, guys, back with like in between breakdown, like just like what's going on in between, what's going in between these trading sessions. One thing I always say, look at the previous videos, bro. I cannot make this stuff up. Look at the previous videos. USD JPY. Let's look at it, right? This box, I did not touch this box one bit. Look, tap the end of the box. I mean, obviously that was like I didn't calculate to hit that part exactly. I just was like estimating. Okay, so number one, I looked at the chart and I literally seen price usually goes up. So I said I'm more interested in buys, even though it could sell off. I am straight. What I seen happening was this. I said it looks like I could see this. Listen, let me turn this camera on. Listen, I gotta like put the camera on just so that you guys could actually feel what I feel and see what I see when it comes down to this. I literally drew it out to the T. Listen, listen, like, I know you guys are seeing exactly what I'm seeing right now. I drew this candle out and said, this looks like this is most likely to happen. There wasn't no reaction. Oh, let me see what price doesn't react to it. No, this is my prediction. This is what I see is most likely to happen. This is where I see prices most likely to draw to. This is what I can physically see in my mind's eyes based on patterns that I've seen before happening. And I said, listen, this is what I can see happening. I could see this happening in my mind. And guess what it did? It happened. I looked at it. I said, okay, this is rejection, body candle, rejection, candle body is at the level. So it's cool. This is not a wick, a wick fill. The reason why I say it's not a wick fill is because the body is at the level, right? Um, I'm getting excited because, like, bro, I'm seeing these things happen over and over. Like, look at every single video I'm dropping, and I am predicting the market. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally predicting it. I am not reacting to it. I'm literally saying this is what I can see happening. And obviously, there's failure when it comes down to that. I'm not perfect, but guess what? You see this happening. Look, I broke it down and I said, hey, look, price is above here, bomb. I could see price closing above here. This looks like it's less likely to happen. This just looks less likely to happen. Can it happen? Of course it can happen, but it just looks less likely to happen. So I prefer just going the side where I can see this happening. And then you literally see price go up. And I listen, everything lined up. Like, I literally calculated on the watch the previous video, guys. This is not no BS. It's not me looking at this and saying, okay, cool, this is what I think is going to happen. Look at the previous videos and you can actually see what's going on. You can actually see, give me 1 second. You can actually see what's going on when it comes down to this. Like, you can see that I literally said, all I am waiting for is the right session to kick in for me to enter this trade. And look what this mother flipping bastard did. Look what it did. It literally, I said, okay, cool. Right here. This was Sunday. I'm waiting for Monday to hit 12 o'clock London so that I can enter this trade. Look at that. Look, this is when London hits right here. It gained momentum before that. Like, I literally, like, if price literally stayed underneath here, I would legit been up 4%. And if I literally just, let's just say I was like, let me just follow. Bam, would have been up 11%. So, bro, listen, the greatest advice I ever got was to trust my intuition, right? That was the issue that I was having. I was not trusting my intuition. I was not trusting my judgment, even though I've seen my body and my mind tell me, no, this feels weird. And I would still enter the trade and take it out over and over and over and over. I kept on repeating the same mistakes over. But now I'm at the point where I am collecting all this information, putting it on charts, putting it in little, Google Sheet pages, reviewing these and seeing with my physical eyes that, listen, you know what you're talking about. You just have to execute and you have to just avoid making the same mistakes. And I found out that trusting my intuition, it works. Literally just thinking to myself, I ask myself 4 questions every single time I look to enter a trade. I was like, what makes the most sense? What can I see happen in my mind's eyes? And that's what we see happening on the weekly. I ask myself, what can I see happen? I see that happening. Where's price most likely to draw to or expand to? It doesn't have to look, this doesn't have to stay. It doesn't have to mean it doesn't mean it's gonna close like this. It could expand up here and then close down here with a huge wick. But I see price more likely to expand up to that area, right? And then the other question that I ask is like, what's the probability of something happening over another? Literally just looking at this, the one price went up, two, three, four. Every time price comes up to this area, it's out of like 3 out of 4. You know what I'm saying? Because 4 is still optional. We don't know what it's going to do exactly. But 3 out of 4, that's like 75%. 70, it's a 75% chance it's going to go up. So why would I trade against that? Common friggin' sense. That's what I'm saying. It's literally common sense, bro, to the T. And being able to uphold that and being able to like trust intuition, take down journals, understand what's going on, it's been helping me. GUP Cat, look, why did I not take this trade? Why did I not take a buy on this trade? I mean, a sell. Because looking at this candle, I just don't see that happening. Not saying that it can't happen, bro. At the end of the day, it could still happen. But the question is, do I see this happening? No, I don't see that happening. What I see is price could reject, right? And then probably reject one more time. Um, and reject one more time, maybe like in 3 weeks or something, or 2 weeks, and then eventually close below that and engulf these. But I don't see price just coming down like that. This is what I can possibly see happening, right? That's what I could possibly see happening. So I'm good. I'm not gonna take that trade. So, and this is another trade. Look, I literally wrote this down. Not interested because I don't buy after a bullish move retracement with a bearish candle. Price went up. Everything lined up. Everything lined up, bro. Like I kid you not. Shift of structure, everything lined up, engulfing, all that extra stuff. And what did I do? I did not take a trade. Why? Because I've noticed in my patterns that if price goes does a bullish move and has a strong bearish engulfing, I do not trade against that. I just don't. And I avoided that trade. I literally avoided that trade. And that was one of the best things I've done. Give me a second, guys. Let me pick up this. Hello? Yeah.
What you doing now?
Bro, what you mean what I'm doing now, bro? I'm kissing a girl. What you mean?
Huh?
I'm kissing a girl right now.
Listen, girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call. Why am I just call a Uber to come by you, or just go call a Uber to go to work?
Okay.
You want me to call a Uber to go to work, or come by you?
Bro, it's up to you, bro. I'm here, bro. That's what I just tell you. I'm gonna leave at a certain time. I'm just telling you, bro. It's up to you,
What
bro.
time you gonna do?
Bro, if you gonna call Uber now, bro. You ready?
Yeah,
Okay, then just come to the house then, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
call Uber.
Then.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
It was just sitting out in the sink. I had to leave my room so I could clean up the room and do the everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting in the sun for like an hour. And then Eliza was being Eliza, especially with my grandparents. Well, not my grandparents, her grandparents right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then my cycle came on yesterday.
That's good, right?
I'm
I'm joking, shit.
not period symptoms and pregnancy symptoms are basically like the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost thought we was having a little AJ.
Ah, stop it.
It's great.
Oh, stop it.
No, I was so serious. I was just like, I know it's like close to impossible because you wear a condom every time. I was just like, what's going on?
You'll be fine.
Um, yeah. So then my period came. So I was like, I was like 50-50.
Give me
I was
50-50.
50%. I was 50% was 50% disappointed.
All right. Are you on the trip?
No, because I was like, woo, baby AJ's not coming. And then, oh, baby AJ's not coming.
Oh, stop it.
But
You,
yeah, but I'm like, I'm still like, okay, I'm happy it came now because it means it's not going to be on when I'm in Tampa.
yeah, that's good.
So there's that. But I think like being in the sun for too long, it made me feel like really lightheaded. And then with also like the whole like run stuff like that,
Yeah.
I don't feel like my best right now. Like I even got my bowl of food. I don't feel like doing that.
Well, you should. You need the energy up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so I mean, like, I see it didn't make any sense going up. So that was the reason why I avoided this right here. This would have been a stop out. You know what I'm saying? This would have been a stop out. So thank God that was avoided. First of all, wait, I have to like take a picture of this. Copy link. JP CAD. Wrote that one down. So right now, missed the most important one for the week, but next week is another week. So kind of grateful that I'm being more patient when it comes down to this. Um, and just waiting for what's ideal and seeing that at the end of the day, I'm not rushing. I know it's gonna come, it's gonna replay itself again, and that's all that matters. But it's gonna be up by 4%, honestly. But hey, it is what it is.